Another big story for the coronavirus in the state of Maryland. In the last day, the state added more than 1,000 new COVID cases for the fifth straight day. Deaths and positivity rate are also rose, and the number of Marylanders in the hospital now slowly approaching towards 1,000. The rising numbers comes as Marylanders continue to get COVID vaccinated. Right now, more than 2.5 million vaccine doses have been administered across the state. Nearly 900,000 Marylanders are now fully vaccinated. Nationally, about 143 million COVID-19 vaccine doses have been administered. That's what the CDC says. That's about 3.3 million increase in doses given since yesterday on last Saturday. With an increase, the 7-day rollout average is around 2.7 million shots in arms given every day. The data also shows 52 million Americans are now fully vaccinated. Now, Maryland reported more than 1,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. 69 people are in the hospital in Maryland, plus the positivity rate is once again going up and it's inch closer to 5%. It's 1 inch closer to 5%. So Maryland will transition into phase 2A tomorrow as the Department of Health increased vaccine allocations to the health department. The governor's office says all 24 departments will receive the Johnson & Johnson vaccine this week. It says allocations have increased by 91%. Maryland adds more than 900 new positive cases are reported in the last 24 hours. 13 more people have died. The state positivity rate is also above 5%. Those metrics come in as a new group of Marylanders are officially eligible to get the COVID vaccine. Phase 2B of the vaccine rollout is now in effect, and that includes people aged 16 and older with underlying medical conditions that increase the risk of severe COVID-19. Governor Larry Hogan announced the state is now exceeding an average of 50,000 COVID vaccine doses per day. The goal is that by April 27th, it's going to be on Tuesday, every Marylander will be able to get the vaccine. Pfizer and BioNTech are ramping up production to manufacture a 2.5 billion doses of their COVID vaccine by the end of this year. According to the CDC, more than 95 million Americans had had at least one dose. More than 52 million are now fully vaccinated. Governor Hogan announced that the new vaccine milestone in the state, 70,000 shots given in one day. In the last day, more than 1,300 Marylanders have tested positive. One person is in the hospital. 13 more people have died from COVID. According to the CDC, 39% of Marylanders over the age of 18 have received at least a dose of COVID vaccine. Officials urge those that live in Prince George's County to pre-register at the new Greenbelt vaccination sites that will open in exactly 1 week. Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine shows 100% efficacy in children aged 12 to 15. The pharmaceutical company says clinical trial results found that the age group tolerated the dose as well. Researchers says there are no COVID-19 cases among the more than 1,000 participants given the shot. Pfizer will submit the results to the FDA as soon as possible to expand the emergency use of authorization. Coronavirus fight here in Maryland shows more than 1,500 Marylanders tested positive for the last 24 hours. The positivity rate continues to climb upward. Hospitalizations and deaths have decreased and increased in numbers, with 17 people each in Maryland. This comes as Johnson & Johnson is stopping shipments of its vaccine after a reported mix-up in its Baltimore manufacturing plant. This mix and mishap that is associated with a single-dose shot reportedly happened several weeks ago at Emergent Biosolution. The New York Times says vaccine ingredients were mixed up at the East Baltimore plant and spoiled up to 15 million doses. Maryland's cases numbers continue to increase and tick up with more than 1,400 new cases reported. The positivity rate in this state is up from yesterday. It's now sitting at 5.60%. Hospitalizations are also up with 1,000 people fighting with a COVID area hospitals. Cases of numbers are up in many states across the country, and the CDC worries gathering for Easter Passover could lead to another spike. Some promising news, however. Maryland is making progress on the vaccine front with more than 1 million people in the state are fully vaccinated right here, right now. And Governor Hogan announced that all Marylanders 16 and older can pre-register for their shot, which is considered phase 3, will begin on April 27 on Tuesday to be eligible to receive their COVID-19 vaccine. And finally, people currently eligible under a phases 1 and 2 who have not been vaccinated just yet and continue. You have a lot of opportunities to get the vaccine when it comes time and before you know it. Just wait impatiently in this state of Maryland. You will get it before you know it, guys. More than 12,000 people tested positive for the coronavirus on the last day. 23 more people have died from COVID-19. 19 people have been hospitalized. Many people are in the hospital with COVID infections. The positivity rate is up again by 5.82%. If you like to look up the coronavirus in the state of Maryland and you live in Maryland, whether if you're in Cecil, Hartford, Baltimore, or any counties, log on to their Maryland's link at coronavirus.maryland.gov. Click it.